Hello, welcome to my May TBR video. I cannot believe it is already May. Like it's halfway through the year, guys. I haven't done like anything. Well, besides school, but uni, but like besides that, I've done literally nothing. And I honestly couldn't be happy about that. Like, just spending all day reading, living the life, to be honest. Here we have flushed out the TBR shelf a lot, so we might want to bring that down a little bit. And yeah, that's my goal for May. And honestly, I know this might be shocking, but I'm not in that much of a fantasy mood. Like, fantasy is my main genre, but I'm not in that much of a fantasy mood. So hoping we get a few other genres. Would still be happy to get some fantasy in there, but some other genres too. Wouldn't be complaining. Okay, let's go. Oh, I need to get some more prompts in. We're looking a little bit dry. 2-word title. That is not too bad. Not too bad at all. We could continue this series, Rose Hill, with Wild Eyes. Does Chicken make count as 2? Betrayed, Burial Rites, and of course we're going to ignore the non-fiction as we usually do. Fool's Errand, The Hobbit, and that's it. Okay. Not gonna lie, I do want to continue the Rose Hill series, but also it's May is going to be the last month of autumn in Australia, so it's not exactly the mood, is it? Same with beach read. It's obviously like a beachy thing, and I think I want to save romances for when I go. I'm actually going on a month-long trip to Europe in the middle of June to like halfway through July. So I think I'm wanting to save a few of the romances for then. Not that I couldn't buy more, but like Burial Rites, this honestly does give autumny, and it hasn't been on my like immediate radar, so maybe I need to get back onto that. Fool's Errand, I'm actually currently reading the last book in the Life of Traders, and this is the start of the next trilogy. But I think I might want to take a bit of a break. But also I really want to get back to Fitz, guys. Oh, I really want to get back to Fitz. And not gonna lie, not really feeling The Hobbit at the moment. So Burial Rites or Fool's Errand. The outstanding literary debut of 2013. In Northern Ireland, 1829, Agnes Magnus-Dutier is condemned to death for her part in the brutal murder of 2 men. Not gonna lie, I am in a really serial killer mood. Not that 2 is serial killer, but like killer mood, because I'm rewatching Dexter. So Agnes is sent to wait out her final days on the farm of District Officer John Johnson, his wife, and their 2 daughters. Horrified to have a convicted murderess in their midst, the family avoids speaking with Agnes. Only Toady, the young assistant, Reverend, appointed as Agnes's spiritual guardian, is compelled to try to understand her as he attempts to salvage her soul. As the execution draws closer, Agnes's ill-fated tale of longing and betrayal begins to emerge, and with it the family's terrible realization that all is not as they assumed. Based on a true story, this actually sounds really good. Burial Rites is a deeply moving novel about personal freedom and the ways in which we will risk everything for love. In beautiful cut-glass prose, Hannah Kent portrays Iceland's, oh my god, it's Northern Iceland, not Ireland, so sorry, portrays Iceland's formidable landscape where every day is a battle for survival, and asks how can one woman hope to endure when her life depends upon the stories told by others. This actually sounds really good and really like a wintry mood, especially if it's in Iceland. That's sounding really good. And I'm not gonna read the back of this because it's spoilers for the Fast 2 trilogy, which is the first trilogy in the Realm of the Elderlings, so I'll just read it to myself. Okay, that sounds really, really good. That sounds really, really good, and I miss Fitz so much. Oh my goodness. Will I end up going straight from Ship of Destiny to this? It's a possibility, guys. It's a possibility. But also, I really, really want to read this. This sounds so good. Oh no. Oh no. Fucking hell. I think I want to be Burial Rites just because the Fool's Errand and the Realm of the Elderlings will always be at the top of my priority TBR, but like this, I need to like bring it to the forefront of my mind so I actually might read it, you know? Okay, so first book for two-word title is Beryl Writes. Next one. One-word title. That's so unique of me. You know, what are the chances? What are the chances? Okay. We have Icebreaker. We have Hamnet. We have Shadowman. That's it. Okay. Not gonna lie, Icebreaker, I bought it because it's just such like a tip-top classic, and I felt like I needed to read it, and I would love to get this off my TBR. I'll give it a shot, but I have a feeling I might DNF this. Not gonna lie. And then Hamnet, I read like 100 pages into this like 2 years ago. Yeah. But it's also set in summer, so I kind of want to read this on my trip. And then Shadowman. I do really want to get to Shadowman too. I feel like it's time for me to go back to this world, this prison. Ugh. This is kind of hard because I don't overly want to read any of these, you know? And I really actually want to read at least half of my TBR this month. And it's going really good. And then I read one book of my TBR in April. So okay, what one will I actually read? None of these, to be honest. Okay, not Icebreaker. Maybe it's time I finally get to Shadowman. I need to read it, and this is going to be a Europe book, I reckon. Okay, Dakota, read it. Read it. Because this has been on my TBR. I've been so many times, actually. Oh, Dakota, read it. Okay, Dakota, read it. Next one. Oh my god, I love this one. What book has the best first sentence? Okay, we're not going to read all of them. We're going to pick some of the ones I'm looking forward to reading the most. Okay, Bury Our Bones in Midnight Soil. Definitely looking forward to that. The Alloy of Law. I really need to get into that. The Poet Empress. The Dictionary of Lost Words. Maybe Wild Eyes as well. But also like that summary. But also I really want to continue that series. Oh, and I also need to get into that. Okay. Not gonna lie, what I want to read changes on a daily basis. If this is the second book in the series, I'll read it to myself. But if it's not a spoiler, I'll read it out loud. Okay. Sawyer, Are You There? I really need to finish this. But also that was pretty boring. Okay. Okay, Wild Eyes. The sun is setting, the lake is sparkling, and there's another fucking tourist on the side of the road trying to get a selfie with a bear. I've seen that so many times, I feel. That sounds good. The Dictionary of Lost Words. This was a friend recommended this to me. Before the lost word, there was another. Don't feel like that was very like, I didn't get a lot from that, so I'm making like two piles, ones that are halfway interesting and ones that are like, no. I'm gonna love this, I know I am. My sister, Larkspur, was the 5th child we buried. That's good. That's really good, actually. That's really good. Okay. Let's see if this has spoilers for the original Mistborn trilogy showing. Oh, this smells so booky, guys. Wax crept along the ragged fence in a crouch, his boots scraping the dry ground. I know I'm gonna love this, but that was a very interesting first sentence. Okay, I'm looking forward to this, guys. I just love the title, Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. That's such a good title. The widow arrives on a Wednesday. That's pretty good, too. Not gonna lie though, the poet interest, that was my favourite one. That was my favourite. So we've got, my sister Larkspur was the 5th child we buried. Okay, let's read the back, shall we? To kill a monster, she must become one. As the emperor lies dying, the once great Azalea dynasty plunges towards a civil war. While its princes plot for power, a more hidden war to become the next empress occupies the imperial court. Wai Yin, peasant girl turned concubine to the cruel prince Turan, has already endured unimaginable suffering. Ripped from her family, she has no title, no allies, and no escape, but she does have a secret. In the shadows of the palace, surrounded by enemies, she is learning a skill forbidden to women. Because when words are weapons and poetry holds an ancient magic, the fate of a girl and a nation can both be rewritten. All she has to do is compose the perfect poem, a tale so powerful it can kill any man, even the next emperor. Oh no. It says Poppy Wars meets the Song of Achilles. That's worrying. That's really fucking worrying, guys. Oh no. Oh, fuck. But I know I'm gonna love this. I know I'm gonna love that. Okay. Poet Empress it is. 3 down, 3 to go. Good one. Continuing a series. Okay, so like I said before, really want to get back into this. I'm really in the mood for this at the moment. Could do The Housemaid's Secret, could do Wild Eyes, could do the prequels to The Maze Runner. I mean, would these count? Because they're continuing universes, but they're the start of series, so not really. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Really in the mood for this. I think I'm gonna go with this. Okay, so this is actually the second book, but the first book was about a poor girl whose rich grandma comes to like make her a debutante, and the girl agrees to be a debutante in order to find out who her dad is. This is the second book, and I love the deadly little scandals. The first one's called Little White Lies. So yes, really want to read this. Really in the mood. Actually, the details of the first book have stuck in my mind pretty well, but I want to read it before I forget what happened in the first book. The first book wasn't my favorite, gotta admit. Hope this one is better. This is gonna be a lot of books. The title of the book starts with the first to die at the end, The Housemaid's Secret, The Grandest Game, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, The Red Winter, The Hour of Law, The Raven Scholar. What am I feeling like? No. I want to save Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo for my Europe trip. Me putting all my literary fictions off and all my romances. They're not my favourite genres, gotta admit. I'm just really hoping I read them because all of these have been on my TBR for ages and ages. The Kill Order is also one. Red Winter is my book club, so like it's kind of unfair to put in my TBR because I'm gonna read this anyway, you know? Raven Scholar, really looking forward to that. And The Aloe of Law. Okay, let's see. I do really want to get back into this world and see like what's changed, because this takes place 300 years after the events of the Mistborn trilogy. Oh my god, I'm so excited to get to this. Okay, so there's that. And then, win the throne, destroy an empire. Either way, it begins with murder. After 24 years on the throne, it is time for Burson the Brusque, Emperor of Oran, to bring his reign to an end. In the dizzying heat of midsummer, 7 contenders will compete to replace him. Trained at rival monasteries, each contender is inspired by a sacred animal: fox, raven, tiger, ox, bear, monkey, hound, and an 8th, the dragon Proxy, will be revealed once the trials have begun. 8 exceptional warriors, thinkers, strategists, the best of the best. Then one of them is murdered. It falls to the brilliant but idiosyncratic Nima Kra to investigate. But as she hunts for a killer, darker forces are gathering. If Nima succeeds, she could win the throne, whether she wants it or not, and if she fails, she will sentence herself to death and set in motion a sequence of events that could doom the Empire. This sounds good, but also it's set in summer. We're in autumn here. Kind of ruining the vibe, but like also it looks like such a winter book, but I'm so excited to start this series, this one era 2, and I'm kind of dying to start this, so this is going on the TBR. Oh no, we're at the last one already. Chart. Black cover. Dum 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 dum. We're gonna oh, we're gonna do it. I'm so excited to read this one, guys. Or do we do dictionary of lost words? But that's kind of like navy blue. Okay, ready? Oh, I'm so excited to read this. 3 young women, their bodies planted in the same soil, their stories tangling like roots. This is a story about hunger. 1532, Santo Domingo de la Calzada. A young girl grows up wild and wily, and Maria knows she can only ever be a pawn in men's games. So when an alluring stranger offers an alternative path, Maria makes a desperate choice. This is a story about love, 1827 London. A young woman lives a cloistered life in her family's estate until a moment of forbidden intimacy sees her shipped off to London. Once there, a beautiful widow offers her freedom, but at what cost? This is a story about Rage, 2019 Boston. College was supposed to be a fresh start. That's why Alice moved halfway across the world. Then an out-of-character one-night stand leaves her questioning everything. Alice throws herself into the hunt for answers and revenge. This is a story about life, how it ends, and how it starts again. Ah! See, that's... Oh, this is looking like a really good TBR, guys. Help. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Here are the 6 books we are going to try really hard to get to in May. Oh my goodness. Yes. Shot. Okay. Let's see how we did about not getting too many fantasies. Only 3. That's pretty good for me. 1 dark romance, 1 literary fiction, and 1 mystery. That's pretty good, if I do say so myself. That's pretty good range. Yes, I'm very much so looking at all of these, and let's tidy up this, shall we? Thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!